Everyone's checking their hair.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I was
good.
very,
Yeah,
very
how's my? I
soon.
have morning hair right now. So how's my hair going?
It's
It's
great.
great.
It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's
You have
great.
a great hair.
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
used to
take
be
is fun.
Yeah, I used to be a hat guy, and just recently, just for videos, I just decided to kind of like show my hair, and
Yeah,
it's not faring well. I gotta
yeah,
go comb it, and
yeah. That's
it's a
great.
whole process.
Yeah,
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 just
yeah.
just relax and
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, but thank you guys for joining me. Really appreciate it.
Sure.
I do have the band, The Holy, with me, tuning in as I'm playing some cuts from your second album,
Yep.
Mono Freedom, which I've been listening to earlier today. That's something I always like to do. I always like to listen to the album, write some
Yeah.
notes about it, and just kind of experience the album. But this
Yeah.
is your second album, and I noticed that was it your first album that you were already nominated for a Grammy?
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
Finnish Grammy,
Finnish
but
Grammy.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like
Take
this.
me. Yeah, is that intimidating to you as far as you had that one album and now you have a second album? I know a lot of times with second albums, there's this whole concept of we have to put something out, and it's always called like the second album slump because you're just trying to, I guess, duplicate or replicate that process. Was that the same for you guys?
This was of course very different, but the pressure was probably a bit the same. Yes, like we were smarter than before while making the album and doing progress as a band. But some of the pressure was that I can relate to the concept of second album for every band that you have to like get at least the same amount of exposure, but even more. But like it's a hard ball.
But we kind of knew what we were doing
Yeah,
from the beginning, so it was really different kind of situation for us back
yeah,
then
yeah,
when we started recording the Mono Freedom and doing the songs and that kind of stuff.
yeah,
It's finally out there in the general public. It's been out about, I want to say 2 weeks now.
yeah.
And what has been the response so far? Were you nervous putting it out?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think everybody is at least the last week, but I think the response has been great because I was afraid of the like mid response, no response at all. Also because of the times that it's we don't know what the times are for music situation.
The COVID, yeah.
Yeah, with the COVID, but eventually I think the I don't know what I was about to say. Like I was just like a pleasure to put it out now while it's still pretty fresh in our minds and enjoy what we can enjoy out of like putting it out, even though we don't know what it is. I don't know. That's the question, but it's kind of like it's also a bit hard. Well,
And the whole situation that we have to like postpone the record release
yeah,
from maybe
from like April
yeah
to now,
yeah
like half year.
yeah 6 months. So it I wasn't kind of sure if the record was going out or not. That was a bit weird situation.
Yeah,
Uh, and now
Did
it's out. I'm
Yeah.
really
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So essentially, you had an extra 8 months to kind of do any last minute tweaking on this album.
No,
Was
no,
No, you guys just let it sit.
they don't allow that. I tried. I was like, oh yeah, let's fucking re-record the whole album and do it. Like now I know how to do it. That's just a bunch of demos. But no, they never allowed me to do any of that stuff. So we kind of we just waited. We just watched it and waited and kind of like raised our hand. from time to time that, hey, is it coming out? Like, what's up, label? What's up, Doug? How is it going? But our label
Well,
was also pretty nice with the situation that they wanted to postpone, of course, at the maximum they can, but they respected our wishes to put it out during this year, and also because of the themes of the album and the, like for the times a bit.
very relatable, especially
Yeah,
your song "Rocket" about kind of people leaving the Earth, Mother Nature taking over,
yeah,
and just kind of uh, what we are as humans, as far as kind of be thinking that we are smarter
yeah,
than Mother Nature type deal.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you, I have a there's a comedian that I follow, but
yeah,
of course he no longer exists. His name is George Carlin.
yeah,
I'm not sure if you're familiar with that comedian or not, but he had a a little segment, a little comedy routine, and one of these routines was about Earth, and he said, "Guys, don't worry, Earth is going to be fine when we're
yeah,
all gone.
yeah,
Earth is still going to be here,"
yeah.
type things. Um, uh,
It's
is
spot
is
on.
that your yeah, is that your take with that? What is your take with I guess humans and what we are doing with this planet?
Well, when we were on Daughter Tour, I read a book, Alan Weisman, like the World Without Us, which is basically goes through scenarios of New York. If New York, Manhattan, what's going to happen to Manhattan? And there's a lot of these. And the truth is that the nature will take over like with such a speed, like in days, like in weeks and years, it's gonna take over. And after some time, it's like the nature doesn't even remember that we were here. It's so strong. So it's kind of like we just happened to had a good run on the like the evolution, and now we're here. But it doesn't like mean that it's gonna go like that forever in any ways. And like also we live out from nature, so the whole relationship and respect is totally like lost at the moment because of like Western capitalism. And I don't know, like during our time, are we gonna see a change? And I'm kind of a waving in the songs, but maybe in the future, because I did the whole time, like 2020 is a big awakening, I guess, for the whole world, and
Hopefully.
we're gonna speak the next 30 years about this situation, if it's not even longer, from the same perspective that we have to start respecting nature way more than we did.
Yeah, I'm glad we were having this conversation across two different continents.
Yeah,
I too feel about Earth, especially our water. Our water is one of the most
yeah,
important things that we have here on this planet,
yeah,
and what we're doing to our oceans is an atrocity. Against Earth and against our bodies. We need
yeah,
Earth. We need the water that's there. Our bodies need it to
yeah,
survive. So, yeah, I'm very glad we're having this conversation. But let's switch topics a little bit
yeah. So
to your drummer. Is it true you guys have two drummers?
That's true.
That is insane. Why two drummers? I guess can you not get the same beat with just one?
Uh, we're always answering that. Why not? Because I don't know. In the beginning, there was like two friends who were both drummers, and it's just started from there.
yeah, it's
And
kind of you both wanted to play in the band,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so why not?
So why not? We can fit in
Yeah,
every. We haven't like been in the stage that we haven't fit
yeah,
yet. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
So
a very unique concept. I do enjoy it, and at times it doesn't even feel like there's like when I'm listening, I can't even tell that there's two drummers playing, so it was just one of those odd moments of like, oh my god, they have two drummers. This
Yeah.
is intriguing, and it must be fun though, because at least when you're setting up your kit or breaking it down, you have another drummer
Yeah.
that knows what you're going through.
Yeah, if another one we can just
Yeah. We can keep on going. So, uh, yeah. We the Mono Freedom is recorded that the drummers are in the same place playing same time with the same like one microphone setup. So actually what you can hear on the record is always the two drummers playing at the same time in the same big room, big like old school. But I like the record. The previous records were made more like we recorded one drum first and
yeah.
second, and then we had like layers. This one's one bigger and this one smaller or something. This record is like pure the band playing the thing. And the real answer is like, why do we have two drummers in the band? Is because of like we couldn't fit the third
Yeah.
into the stage. That's why we had to like that.
Very, yeah, very cool. Another thing that I noticed about this record, which we are talking about, and I'm getting to play cuts, and thank you to the Holy for allowing me. And of course, the record is Mono Freedom, which is out now. I will have all the links on entertheshell.com for you
Yep.
to go and check out the band and their socials and Spotify and everything like that. So, wanted to talk about the way you are releasing. I kind of noticed, and I don't know if this was by accident or not, but it's kind of going track by track in order of the album that you release. Is that by accident or is that the initial plan?
I, not an initial plan, no. It's an
No.
accident, yeah.
Here, yeah. There's yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I listened to all the Queen albums and some old stuff, like not old stuff, but like from the golden rock era. And I noticed that every actual like good old fashioned record has the best songs first. So
Yeah.
kind of started to do the same. So I guess like with the singles of the label ones release always the best songs first. So these two were together. Of course, the last single will be the last song of the record, which I think is the best song of the record. So it's not quite like that, but I guess that's part of the reason why it's going like that. It's just like keep the like the story on the record going strong forward, like going from bang to bang and same follows in the singles.
Yeah.
Very cool. Lastly, I would like to talk about the last song that we were going to play on the show, and that's the
We
latest
lost.
single
No,
that is out right now, which is the Rocket song. I got to see the video to that and wanted to get your take on the video. It seemed that all this footage that was on the video just happened to be random shots through your phone. Was that so, or was all those shots again, kind of premeditated for the video?
No, it was just basically random shots from the uh, from our tours
hmm,
and all, all over the world. Like
hmm. Yeah, we
basically,
tried to gather from as far as we can, like 2014, probably the
yeah,
first clip
yeah,
on the video. Even you can maybe recognize it from there.
yeah, and really old stuff a lot. And but basically, the idea was that we collected all of this touring stuff basically and just gathered them together and make a video about it.
Yeah, originally it had like a different idea, the video for that song, like a more like a classic video. But at the time when we were doing it, it was like May, I guess. It was like we needed to, we wanted to say something kind of during the COVID time. So we wanted to make like a video that we can kind of like support our own team, like all the sound
Mm,
engineers and managers and people who work with us, also the band and the
all the important people around us, basically.
Yeah, and get that together around the song. And that's how we started to collab the material, and we had a great friend to put it together.
Yeah, was it a very nostalgic watching that video being made? What were your thoughts that were going through your head?
Ah, just I just wanted to cry, basically. Like when we couldn't tour at the time when we were doing the video, it was like, yeah.
Yeah, we had the best summer of coming. Also, like a lot of shows abroad, like a lot of in Germany and stuff like that. Good festivals, really good.
Yeah, all around Europe, and like the major year, but then it didn't happen, and we just watched all the old footage from the great shows we had,
Yeah,
and
it's a
yeah,
pain to watch.
yeah, definitely.
Every time, every time. I wish we could be there.
Right, but on your Instagram, I saw that you did release some tour dates, and wanted to know if those are physical tour dates. As far as like, are you physically gonna be at a place, or are these a virtual tour?
We are doing a few shows in Finland. We
Yeah,
already did one,
yeah,
our release party in Helsinki, but now we have few other shows coming up, and maybe something surprise for the people for in abroad, basically. We'll
yeah,
see. But yeah, we still had to cancel like maybe 6 or 7 shows from October,
yeah.
but we have those few left anyway.
Yeah, we have
Okay,
the big venues that has a good possibilities to put it really small amount of people over there with really spread like seating places and very restricted security like control related to the COVID. So kind of those concerts are safe for us and safe for the concert goers. So just a few, like three out of 15 is maybe left now. So,
gotcha.
so we have to cancel all the German stuff and that kind of like. I think we might have some of those still in Instagram. They're all canceled now.
Okay, well, I saw that, but lastly, wanted to get your take on COVID, as especially what is going on out there in Finland. Wanted to get,
Yeah,
your take on everything that's happening out there. Is everything lightening up? As far as I know, here in Los Angeles, in the United States, where I'm from, there's still a bunch of restrictions. We can go out, but me, I'm still staying at home pretty
yeah,
much. I only go out to purchase food or
yeah.
for work purposes. But I wanted to get Finland's take on COVID and how things are faring out there.
Well, it's getting worse here
Yeah,
now. I,
Really?
yeah,
yeah. It's ramping really high
I
right now.
I think it's the worst situation
Yeah,
than before and ever here.
but
So
there's no deaths at all. So it's kind of a like going in the younger part of the citizens right now circulating.
Wow.
So it's probably like 200, like 200, like how do you say it, in a day.
yeah,
That's way different than states. Like, of
Right.
course, very unrelated. Like these two situations for us, it's kind of like a lot.
yeah.
It's like it's
There's only 5 million of us. So
yeah, 5 million the whole country. It's like probably a very much less than one region of Los Angeles, but it's but I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna tackle it again now. We have a good bunch of restrictions going on. Our government is the best ever in the Finnish history,
yeah, that's
probably
totally
right
yeah.
now. So they're making a remarkable job with it. And also people have a good spirit that when there's restrictions and orders, like there's no laws around COVID in Finland. That's very different thing, I think. or as in for many countries, that we only have suggestions. Like everything around COVID here is a suggestion to people follow that, because the whole how the state is built, it's like you can't make any laws and even in a year. So
Yeah.
so they
Right.
couldn't make it, but people follow those and avoid all situations where barrier breaks. Of course, we have a hard situation with the working class now. Of course, a lot of jobs are gone. There's also a good strategy to get them back. So I think everybody's staying positive at least moment. And there's no deaths. Like I think they've made a lot of medical research during the spring that is very useful right now. Like example, the blood that you use, like a blood. How do you say it? To like make it blood thinner, blood thinning drugs in early stage, so that almost like got the deaths also in this below. That was that wasn't happening everywhere in the world. They kind of like all those small details makes us feel semi-safe at the moment.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well,
Nobody knows. It'll
yeah.
be a situation.
Well, I mean, it's a good time to just buy an album and stay at home, and
Totally. Yeah. And we're gonna make
and I,
yeah, like some like special concerts
yeah,
during next six
yeah.
months.
Very cool. Well, the album that you should buy and stay at home with it is, of course, Mono Freedom, which is out now. I will have links on entertheshell.com to all the socials again, and to their Spotify, so you could stream it or you can go out and buy it. It's one of the best albums I've heard. The electro prog is really fucking cool, reminiscent. It's just a cool album that I really heard, and this is why I had to get you on the show. So
Great.
thank you
Thank
again.
you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It's a pleasure, like an honor. Thanks.
Please stop and tell me more. Uh, so make sure to go check out the Holy again, and we are now going to leave you with the song. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you. Oh wait, hold on.